Hi, I am trying to book cab, but I am confused which one to pick. Ola is showing 5 minutes and Uber is showing 3 minutes. On the given this information, naturally I should choose Uber over Ola. But wait, if Uber drivers cancel 40% of the times, however, Ola drivers never cancel. Now, which will be the better choice? Confused? Statistics will help you to decide so. What do you find common in these pictures related to the grocery market, stock market, hospitals, and even related to your Instagram page? The answer is number or data. But number and data cannot speak itself. We need a way to make sense of them. Data is everywhere and it influences all the choices we make, whether to purchase a toothpaste, to book a ride, or whether to claim a given cricket player is in form or not. But here is a catch. If statistics or data can be powerful, it can be misleading also. How? Let us take one statement given by Benjamin Disraeli. He said that there are 3 types of lies: lies, damn lies, and statistics. But irony is there that we don't know whether this statement is given by Benjamin or Mark Twain or anyone else. But how a statistic can be misleading, this can be understood through this example. One person is saying that I didn't have any accurate number, so I just made this one. So now, for the support of his claim, he is saying that studies have shown that accurate number aren't any more useful than ones you make up. Then the professor is asking how many studies showed that. The student is saying that 87. This is how statistics can be misleading. That's why you need to have a statistical thinking or mindset. It will make you or transform you into an intelligent consumer of any statistical claim. Now let us understand through various examples what I mean to say statistical thinking. The first example is saying that there is a claim that 4 out of 5 dentists have recommended the Pepsodent. On the basis of this claim, whether you are going to purchase the toothpaste or not, because 4 out of 5, this means that 80% of dentists are recommending the Pepsodent. Now, this can be more clear through statistics. Now, let us take one more example. Virat Kohli scores a century in 3 consecutive matches. On the basis of this information or this data, whether you can say that Virat Kohli is in form or not, or it is just a random variation in his performance. This can be revealed through the statistics. Let us take one more example which is very classical and which is known as Monty Hall problem. There are 3 doors and behind each doors there are 3 different type of items. So out of these 3 doors there is a precious car, let's Ferrari. You don't know out of these 3 doors which one is having the precious car, that is the Ferrari. The host is asking you to make a choice, means you have to select any one of the door. Once you have made a choice, for example, let's that you have selected the door number 1. Host is now revealing what is behind the door 3. So this door is open now. And behind this door there is a goat. Now host is asking you whether you are going to make a change or switch to the door 2 or not. What will be your right choice? Whether you will be switching to door 1 or you will stick to door 1. statistics will help you in making the correct decision. That's why through these three all examples, statistical thinking is required, and how statistical thinking can help you in making a better decision. Now, what are statistics? Statistics is more than number and facts. Let us have a typical definition of statistics. It is a collection or range of different tools and techniques, and also certain procedures which is related to collecting the data, analyzing, interpreting, displaying, and lastly making decisions based on data. This is the most important task of statistics, which helps, or statistical thinking, which helps you in making better decision. Now, let us understand the importance of statistics. Who controls your decision? Every investor's party try to control your decision making. Either you control your brain or someone else will control your brain. That is the harsh reality. That's why most of us should be interested in making our own decision, and this can be achieved through statistical thinking. So, now let us understand what is statistical thinking. So, a statistical thinking means seeing beyond numbers and make evidence based decisions by recognizing variation and identifying real patterns. So, variation and patterns are the key component of statistics. So, this means that you have to think about data, its source, and you have to understand the what are the procedures are used to generate them. Let us understand how statistics is a way of thinking. So, till now we have understood that statistics is a collection of techniques and procedure, and these techniques and procedure helps us in making better decision. Now, there are various frameworks which represents or make you understand in a easy way what are the different techniques and procedure. Out of those framework, one framework is DCOVA framework. So, let us understand what is DCOVA framework. This is just an acronym where D denotes define the data that you want to study to solve the given problem. C stands for collect the data from the appropriate sources. O that stands for organize the data collected by the developing tables. V stands for visualize the data collected by developing charts or graphs. Last A, that is analyze the data collected to reach conclusion or present those results. Here conclusion means making decision. Let us understand why one should study statistics. What are the various importance of statistical thinking? So, statistical thinking allows you to make better decision and more informed decision. Second, it helps you to recognizing and managing the variation in the data. It helps you in making a reliable prediction of the future based on the historical data. It helps you in avoiding statistical fallacy based on critical thinking. And finally, it helps you in making a better understanding of business and economic environment. Now, through various examples, we will try to understand why one should study statistics, because it is highly required, because our intuition tends to fail us. Let us take the first example, which says that 4 out of 5 dentists recommend Pepsodent. So, based on this information or this claim, should we purchase toothpaste or not? Let us understand how statistical thinking will help you in making a better decision. So, there are 5 dentists D1, D2, D3, D4 and D5, and let us take 4 different type of toothpaste. The first one is the Pepsodent, Colgate, Vicco and the Dantkanti. Out of these 4, now we are going to take the response from the 5 different dentists. Okay. So, now as the statement or claim is there that out of 5 dentists, 4 of them have recommended the Pepsodent. So, let us say that dentist 1 has not recommended, 2, 3, 4 and 5, all these 4 have recommended the Pepsodent. Then Colgate, let us out of these 4 have recommended, and for the Vicco all 5 dentists have recommended, and for Dantkanti all 5 dentists have recommended. Now, based on this information, which one is the better toothpaste? Should I purchase Pepsodent or should I purchase Vicco or Dantkanti? This is what statistical thinking will help you to understand the source of data. Now, since we have understand the source of data, now we are in the better position to make the right decision. So, we will not purchase Pepsodent, rather we will purchase Vicco or Dantkanti. Let us take one more example that is related to the classical problem, that is Monty Hall problem. So, this is a typical game where the host is giving you a situation and there are 3 doors. Door 1, 2 and 3. All these 3 doors are closed, and behind these 3 doors there are 2 different type of item. Out of these 3, one is car, the precious car, let us take Ferrari, and rest 2 of the doors are having the goats, as you can see in this picture. Okay? But you are not knowing behind which door there is a car and there is a goat. Now, out of these 3 doors you are asked to make a choice. So, let us for example, you have chosen door number 1. Now, host is revealing or opening the door 2 and he is showing what is behind this door. So, let us say that there is goat. Now, the car is either behind door 1 or door 3. Now, host is asking you whether you are going to make a switch between door 1 and door 3 or not. What will be your decision? By seeing this, you will be calculating the probability that there is 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 probability. So, it is better to not to switch. This is called intuition fallacy. What does it mean? If you will switch to the door 3, the probability will not be 1 by 2, rather it will become 2 by 3. So, you will be having more possibility, more chance to win the precious prize, that is the Ferrari car, if you are switching to next door. Now, let us understand why one should study business statistics. Business statistics is nothing new, just the implication of statistics in the area of business and economics. So, for example, finance is one of the important branch of business. In this, statistics will help you in summarizing the movement of, for example, summarizing the movement of the price of the stock market. In case of marketing, which is also one of the most important branch of business management, where statistics will help you measure the relationship between promotion and the budget. In the case of economics, you will be able to gauge the various economic activity at macro level and micro level with the help of statistics. So, business statistics is just the implication or application of statistics in the area of business or economics. Now, what is the purpose of this course? So, one of the important purpose is to make you industry ready and align with the 21st century business needs. It helps you to focus on data literacy, analytic tools and decision making and critical thinking also. This course is not just about calculation or formula, but all about data driven decision making. The target students for this course will be at UG level. For example, the students of BBA, BCom, BTech or any business analyst, etc. Now, what is the course outcome? Means after going or after completion of this course, students will be able to explain and contextualize key statistical concepts and solving contemporary business challenges or problems. The students will be able to apply different statistical tools and techniques to analyze business data sets and generate insights for decision making. The third course outcome is to evaluate, a student will be able to evaluate uncertainty, risk and statistical fallacies in the real world. The fourth outcome is a student will be able to design forecasting models for demand, sales and the financial performance, support strategic planning and resource allocation. The fifth outcome, students will be able to demonstrate statistical thinking in day-to-day management decision or managerial decision by working on industry-based case studies, simulations and projects. The final course outcome is, after completion, the student will be able to communicate data-driven insights effectively through reports, dashboard and presentation for diverse business stakeholders. At the lowest level, our CO1 is, the lowest level is represented by the CO1. The second level, that is the application, which is represented by CO2 and CO6. The third level of the Bloom's taxonomy is analysis, which is represented by our CO3. The fourth level of the Bloom's taxonomy is evaluation, which is represented by CO4 and CO6. And the final, at the top is the synthesis and the creation, which is represented by our course outcome 5. Till now, we have understood that statistics is just the collection of various techniques and tools. So, typically statistics can be categorized into two categories. The first one is descriptive statistics and next one is the inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics is all about describing and presenting the data. On other hand, inferential statistics is all about drawing conclusion about the population based on the sample data. Under descriptive statistics, which can be further divided based on the techniques used to measure the descriptive statistics, for example, summarization techniques and the visualization techniques. Now, what type of measures will come under the summarization techniques and visualization techniques, that totally depends over the number of variables we are using. So, in case of descriptive statistics, we have univariate and bivariate variables. So, for univariate variables, we have three different measures. The first one is the measure of location, second one is the measure of dispersion, and third one is the measure of shape. Under the measure of location, we have mean, median, and mode. Under measure of dispersion, we have range, standard deviation, etc. Under measure of shapes, we have kurtosis and skewness. Under the visualization techniques, we have typically two tools related to either tables or graphs. Under the bivariate variable, we have measures of association. For example, correlation or covariance. And under the visualization techniques, for the bivariate technique, we have again table or graphs. For example, under table, we have contingency table, and under the graph, we have a scatter diagram. Under inferential statistics, we have various techniques and tools. For example, t-test, f-test, ANOVA, regression, chi-square test, structure equation modeling, etc. In coming session, all these techniques and tools we will be covering in details. Thank you for watching this.